Well, good morning, and thank you all so much for being here. Before we started, this is part of being in the fire department. They are responding to calls as we speak, and as calls come in, so we will keep today's announcement short because there's a lot of good work that's happening, and we're just here to support it. So I'm so pleased to be here today to announce that I've been able to provide a grant for $250,000 to the Ithaca Fire Department for the purchase of a rescue boat. This is an investment that this fire department has needed for quite some time, and I won't steal the talking points of our Deputy Fire Chief Moody. He will speak to what these funds are going to be used for. But as someone who, again, I recognize the support that's needed for our first responders. Our fire department is doing a lot of incredible work responding to emergencies and non-emergency situations here in our community and beyond. And so with these funds, this will help to provide important resources to help them to continue doing the good work on behalf of the residents here in the city of Ithaca and most certainly Tompkins County. We have some great resources in addition to our first responders here at the fire department, and that is our natural resources, and that is Cayuga Lake. We know that Cayuga Lake brings people from all over the region, all over the state, to our community here, and it is important that as we enjoy the beautiful resource that it is, whether it's for recreational purposes, it is important that our first responders are provided with the equipment to ensure that everyone can enjoy that beautiful resource safely. And so these funds are going to help with the rescue boat that this fire department has been in need for quite some time. So I want to thank Mayor Cantelmo, who I'm joined with today, along with Deputy Fire Chief Moody, and of course, Town Council Alderperson Kayla for your support for this project. And so I will turn it over to Mayor Cantelmo to provide some remarks about why these funds are important for the Ithaca Fire Department. And then we'll hear remarks from our Deputy Fire Chief, who can tell you in real time even more what these funds are going to be utilized for immediately to speak to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator. Pleasure to see you back in Ithaca. I feel like it's a very, very common occurrence. I think one of the promises that this administration made earlier this year was that we were going to be putting an end to deferred maintenance. And I really just want to highlight what an instrumental partner Senator Webb has been in helping us to strive towards that goal. This latest grant for this fireboat is a critical piece of equipment for our department, and it underscores her continued commitment as our senator for recognizing where this community needs strategic investment. Cayuga Lake is, as the senator noted, a real treasure in this community, and we love people being able to enjoy it. And this is something that will help provide more security and safety for the folks who are going to be out on that water, ensuring that we have the most up-to-date equipment and timely responses as possible to ensure that our visitors as well as our residents are kept safe. So, Senator, on behalf of the city, I just really want to again thank you for your continued commitment to our community and for this huge investment. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to start with to circle back on some of the senator's comments and also the mayor's comments about deferred maintenance. I shared with them both this morning that this is very relevant because around 4 or 5 times in the last month, we've been contacted by various people at the marina where our current rescue boat is kept via phone calls saying, hey, you may want to come down here, your boat is half sunk. So we obviously have an issue with it. I can assure you we're checking on it on a regular basis, so if we have to respond, it's ready to go, but obviously that's not a feasible long-term solution. So this is tremendously important to us for our ability to provide the services we need to provide for the community. I'd like to take this opportunity very briefly just to convey how proud I am to be affiliated with the men and women of the Ithaca Fire Department. We have a very talented, well-trained staff, and they work extremely hard to provide life safety and property protection for the community. But in order for those folks to optimize their mission, they need the proper equipment to work with. So, to the Senator's point, I'd like to say thank you to Senator Webb, not only for delivering this important grant funding, but for her constant support for the Ithaca Fire Department. Senator Webb clearly understands the importance of having proper equipment available when it's necessary in an emergency. I would also like to thank the City of Ithaca, Mr. Mayor, the City Common Council for their continued support of the fire department, and also the Town of Ithaca and Town Board. They're both supportive partners, and we appreciate that very much. Without a doubt, emergency services are an expensive commitment for a municipality, but I believe it's impossible to monetarily quantify how important it is to provide well-trained, very talented people with the proper equipment to do their job. So, thank you all for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. So, as we conclude our announcement this morning, again, I too want to express my gratitude to the entire team here at the Ithaca Fire Department. You can have great equipment, but you also have to have the right spirit of the folks that are working to provide those services. And as the chief has already alluded to, that is very obvious from the amount of collegial exchange we've had today. But you know, again, you have to have folks who are committed to doing this work, and they are. So I want to thank every single member of this fire department for their continued good work, for the resources they provide to the community, but also for the support that you provide to each other. It is so needed and appreciated. And so again, I'm excited to be able to present you with the official check for $250,000 for the purchase of the fire rescue boat. Thank you all again for being here.